Okay then guys, so it's been a busy 24-hour period inside of Helldivers, strategic alerts coming up left, right and center, access to a whole new weapon in the support category, and we're going to take a look at a load more stuff as well. So let's dive on into what we've got happening today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on. It'd be greatly appreciated. On top of that, check out our sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you can buy your video games for cheaper for PC and console. Best deals, offers, promotions and discounts, all running up to around 70% off all year round. It's an absolutely no-brainer, completely safe and legal, so head down to the description, click the link and get your games a little bit cheaper today. But with that being said, we've got some news to go into with Helldivers 2. Starting off though, we are going to have a very small amount of updates coming from Mr. Twinbeard over the following weeks, as right now he has left for vacation, as he states right here. I'm leaving for vacation today, but we're digging deep in this, and apart from various fixes, we have a theory of high RAM use we're checking. I don't think I'll have time to elaborate on this in the same way I did with the SPM, but we have not forgotten about it. I wrote a lengthy post on it initially yesterday and got some good info. TLDR, we know, we're working on alleviating it and we haven't forgotten it. So hopefully there is going to be a bit of a workaround when it comes to the PC usage inside of the game, although with Twinbeard currently being our main source of any information inside of the community, being like the lead community manager if you want to say, then this is obviously going to be put on the back foot for a little while, when the only people you've got really to rely on for this sort of stuff is the Baskinator. The likelihood is we're not going to hear anything from it. But diving into the game though, there is loads going on. Exciting stuff actually, all revolved around the major order, which we have 2 days remaining of, with X45 being at 17% liberated. It's a little bit of an issued one, but nonetheless, we had a major strategic alert which had the movement for Azir Pass. It stated that the automatons had launched a surprise attack on Azir Pass, and if it falls, we will jeopardize efforts to rescue our position in the Ymir sector. Now, unfortunately, we did not manage to get that one done. It issued out with about 16 hours, I believe. It was a little bit of a weird one, but the defense campaign did not win. We had another strategic alert after that, though, that said here, Azir Pass has fallen, and with the loss of this position, the strategic viability of establishing a connection to our forces in the Ymir sector has been significantly reduced. X45 must be held, no matter the cost. Even if the planet cannot be saved, the battle station plans must be secured. The Helldivers are ordered to fight to the last soldier. And this then got a load more interesting, as we had this one come up right here. And this is the one you guys are going to be excited about. New strategic update. Excavation of the Advanced Weapons Lab on X45 has recovered an intact cache of a lost support weapon from the First Galactic War, the MLS-4X Commando rocket launcher. These weapons will be immediately put into use in defense of the planet. All operations in defense of the X45 will be augmented with the MLS-4X Commando until the end of the current order. So maybe we got it wrong. Maybe this is going to be the weapon that we actually obtain if we manage to get this major order completed. Not only that, but they're giving you guys a taster of the MLS-4X Commando, the 4-piece rocket launcher, which is absolutely cracked out of its box, and definitely something that we need to be able to keep our hands on. As of right now, you can use it as a support stratagem inside of the planets, but you cannot obtain it via your main ship computer system. You will not be able to purchase this just yet. Hopefully, we will manage to get hold of this via the X45 major order, and we'll be able to use it full time very, very soon. But this is a really good way of doing it. This is the way that Arrowhead have done it a few times now. What this does mean is we've now got 2 days before the major order finishes, and if we do manage to complete it, we'll obviously obtain this full term. But they would have had 2 full days of knowledge and of system testing that we will do out on the field for 2 days straight, meaning that if it's broken, by the time it fully launches, we'll have it at a rectified state, and if it does work really, really well, then we know what we're in for, and we know that we want it bad. So this is an awesome way of working around things, but we also have another viewpoint on this. The major orders have been absolutely mental just recently, and have had some really in-depth storylines. Now, it's all well and good having these strategic updates and stuff like that come through the works, but This, for me, was an amazing post, and I think a fair few people actually agreed with this based on the comment section below it. But it states, Arrowhead, either show me what you're telling me or it isn't happening. Video games is a visual medium. If you want something to happen, show it to us. There are CF training sites on 4 planets. No, there aren't. Where are they? I can't see them, whether on the galaxy map or on any building that I dive. We get a liberation bonus from the still active training sites. No, we don't. The liberation percentage, it just says percentage. Also, where are they located? They're not on the galaxy map, so they must not exist. Units are amassing on a Seer Pass. No, they are not. There's no indication on the galaxy map, and when we dive there, there's no bodies, no vehicles of any kind, no buildings, no ruins to show absolutely anything. I obviously wrote this facetiously, but besides the Discord or the Reddit, and more recently in frequent dispatches, there are no indications of anything actually happening in game. How is anyone supposed to know what story Arrowhead are trying to tell if there is no visual indications of it happening? Either show us on the galaxy map, or when we dive, show us CFs fighting beside us, show us CF bodies that have died defending, show us enemy corpses to show something that has been going on, show us an actual war, have some visuals, enough for people to actually ask what is happening and then go read about it. Maybe a strategic screen which shows the current SE plans or the enemy movements. Show a breakdown of the liberation percentage so that we can understand what we are actually doing or not do, like the dive 1000 on a planet and achieve nothing. Stop obscuring things from us and expecting us to make good decisions. Until that time, I will just keep being a blob moving somewhere, sometimes hitting the goal. And I think that he nailed this one down to the freaking T. This is amazing, and the storyline for this game is incredible. But if they could incorporate this into the actual planets, it would be tenfold so much bloody better. It's insane. Even if they don't want to go down to that much detail, because that could take a lot of work. But putting it on the Galactic War table, I can't imagine would take nearly as much work as that upon any stretch of the imagination. I feel like it would actually be really, really useful to have these things in certain places. We know what we're doing, we know the impact we're having, and we know the changes that are being made, rather than just clicking on a planet, diving, and playing the exact same thing over and over again. I think that this, for me, holds massive weight, and something that they really need to start looking into at Arrowhead, because the immersion of this game could be absolutely incredible. Already the community run this as if the storyline for it is like their actual life, and the role play inside of this game is second to none, and there is absolutely nothing else like it. But unless we've got the immersion inside of the game, we're no better off than what Destiny originally was when we had the lore on a third-party website. I feel like we're exactly in the same positioning with this, except it is actually in-game, just with a few bits of writing in the corner as a dispatch notice. If for me, not really something that I think would be the most immersive way of working it, and something that they could really, really work on to bring the storyline up a notch and bring it into the next gear and the next lifeline for Helldivers 2. Let me know what you guys are thinking via the comment section below. I think that he's got an amazing point, and I think that there is absolutely something that they can do to alter this to make it more immersive. Do you imagine how it would have been when we were saving the kids? I think that that storyline would have been absolutely incredible had we actually seen some schools that we had to protect and stuff like that. Would have been incredible. Nonetheless, if you haven't already, smash that beautiful blue thumbs up and subscribe with post notifications turned on, because unfortunately that's all we've got time for today. Make sure you head on over into the game for the next 2 days. You've got now access to the commando, so go and have some fun with it. Thanks again for watching, guys. Like, subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the clouds.